Hello, guys. Welcome back to English Learning Podcast. Today, you're not just going to practice your English. You're also going to discover one powerful idea that has changed the lives of CEOs, entrepreneurs, world-class athletes, and millions of successful people around the world. Have you ever felt busy all day, but at the end of the day, you achieved almost nothing? Have you ever said yes to too many things and then felt stressed, tired, and overwhelmed? What if I told you that success is not about doing more? What if the real secret is learning what to ignore? Today, we are exploring one of the most life-changing books ever written, Essentialism by Greg McKeown. While listening to this episode, you'll improve your English listening skills, learn useful vocabulary, discover natural English sentence patterns, and at the same time, learn timeless lessons that can completely change the way you work, study, and live. I will speak slowly and clearly. If you don't understand every word the first time, that's completely okay. Just keep listening. Every time you replay this lesson, your English will become stronger, and these ideas will become clearer. So, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Chapter 1. What is essentialism? Before we learn how to become an essentialist, we first need to understand what essentialism really means. The word essential means something that is absolutely necessary, something you cannot live without, something truly important. So, essentialism means choosing only what is truly important and letting go of everything else. It sounds simple, but in today's world, it is actually very difficult. Because every day, someone wants your attention. Your phone sends notifications, social media never stops, people ask for your time, your workplace gives you more tasks, your friends invite you to more events, your family needs your help. Slowly, your life becomes full. Not because everything is important, but because you never stop to ask, is this really necessary? And according to Greg McKeown, this is one of the biggest reasons why so many people feel exhausted today. Let's understand this with a simple example. Imagine your backpack. It can only carry 10 kilograms comfortably. Now imagine you keep adding books, a laptop, water bottles, shoes, food, more clothes, more gadgets. Eventually, the backpack becomes so heavy that walking becomes painful. Now, ask yourself, was every single item necessary? Probably not. Life works exactly the same way. Every unnecessary commitment, every unnecessary meeting, every unnecessary promise, every unnecessary responsibility is another heavy item inside your backpack. The heavier your life becomes, the slower your progress becomes. Vocabulary time. Let's learn a useful English word. Commitment. Commitment means a promise that requires your time and energy. For example, I made a commitment to study English every morning. Now, another word, priority. Priority means the most important thing, something that should come first. For example, my priority this year is improving my English. These words are very common in daily English conversations. Try saying them aloud. Commitment, priority, excellent. Let's continue. Chapter 2. The non-essentialist mindset. The biggest lie we believe. Most people wake up every morning believing one dangerous idea. The idea is this: I have to do everything. Everything looks important. Every email, every phone call, every meeting, every opportunity, every invitation, every request. Everything seems urgent. And because everything feels important, Nothing receives your full attention. Imagine standing in the middle of a huge buffet. There are hundreds of delicious dishes. You decide to eat a little bit of everything. At first, it sounds exciting. But after a few minutes, your plate becomes messy. The flavors mix together. You don't truly enjoy any single dish. Life works exactly the same way. When you try to do everything, you never give your best energy to anything. Vocabulary time. Let's learn a useful English word. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means feeling that you have too many problems or responsibilities to handle. For example, I felt overwhelmed because I had too much work. Let's say it together. Overwhelmed. Excellent. Now another word. Focus. Focus means giving your full attention to one thing. For example, my focus today is improving my speaking. Simple words, but very powerful. The 3 lies that control our lives. According to Greg McKeown, many people unknowingly live with 3 false beliefs. These beliefs slowly steal their happiness, their energy, and their time. Let's look at them one by one.
Connect this lesson to English learning. Let's connect this idea to your English journey. Many learners ask questions like these. Should I watch movies? Should I memorize vocabulary? Should I study grammar? Should I read books? Should I listen to podcasts? The answer is yes, but not all at the same time. Imagine trying to learn swimming, boxing, playing the piano, driving, and cooking, all in one afternoon. How much would you actually master? Very little. English works exactly the same way. Today's focus might be listening. Tomorrow, speaking. Another day, reading. One focused session is always more valuable than 5 distracted sessions. Remember this sentence. Where your attention goes, your progress follows. Let me say that again. Where your attention goes, your progress follows. Chapter 3. Choice, your greatest power. Now, let's discover something even more important. Greg McKeown says the greatest gift every human has is the power to choose. Many people think freedom means having more options, but real freedom means choosing the right option. What is choice? Choice means deciding what you will do and what you will not do. Every day, life gives you many options, but you don't have to accept all of them. Remember, if you don't choose your priorities, someone else will choose them for you. Vocabulary time. Choice means the ability to decide. Example, making good choices creates a better future. Another useful word is decision. A decision means making up your mind after thinking carefully. Example, she made the decision to study English every morning. A simple example. Imagine you have 2 free hours today. You can spend those hours scrolling through social media, or you can spend them learning a new skill. Both are choices, but only one choice moves you closer to your future. Successful people don't make perfect choices every time. They simply make better choices more often. The cost of saying yes. Every time you say yes to something, you are spending your time. Time is like money. Once you spend it, you cannot get it back. So before saying yes, ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? If the answer is no, don't be afraid to say no politely. Connect this to English learning. Many learners jump from one course to another. One week they use one app. Next week they buy another course. Then they stop everything and start again. This creates confusion. Instead, choose one good learning method and stay consistent. Progress comes from consistency, not constant change. Chapter 4. Explore more Do less. Create space to think. When your schedule is full every day, your mind becomes full too. And when your mind is full, it's difficult to see what really matters. Imagine looking into a glass of muddy water. You can't see the bottom. But if you leave it alone for a few minutes, the water becomes clear. Our minds work the same way. Quiet moments help us think clearly. Vocabulary time. Explore means to discover or learn something new. Example: I like to explore new ideas through books. Another useful word is clarity. Clarity means having a clear understanding. Example: after a short walk, I had more clarity about my decision. Play is not a waste of time. Many adults think play is only for children, but play helps us become more creative. When you enjoy what you do, your brain finds better ideas. For example, if you've been studying for 2 hours, take a short break. Go for a walk, stretch your body, listen to relaxing music. When you return, your mind will feel fresh again. Sometimes the best ideas come during a break, not while sitting at your desk. Never ignore sleep. Greg McKeown also talks about the importance of sleep. Many people proudly say, "I only sleep 4 hours." But less sleep does not mean more success. A tired brain makes poor decisions. A rested brain makes better decisions. Sleep is not wasting time. Sleep is preparing your mind for tomorrow. Connect this to English learning. Many learners study for 3 or 4 hours without stopping. After some time, they stop remembering new words. Instead, study with focus for a short time, then take a small break. Your brain learns better when it has time to recover. Remember, quality is always more important than quantity. Mini summary. Today's lesson is simple. Don't fill every minute of your day. Create space to think. Don't feel guilty about resting. Protect your sleep. Explore new ideas, because a clear mind makes better decisions. Chapter 5. Eliminate. The courage to say no. The power of saying no. Many people think saying no is rude, but Greg McKeown explains that saying no to unimportant things allows you to say yes to the things that truly matter. Remember this, every yes has a cost. If you say yes to everything, your time slowly disappears. Vocabulary time. Boundary means a limit that protects your time or energy. Example, healthy boundaries help us focus on our goals. Another useful word is eliminate. It means to remove something that is unnecessary. Example, we should eliminate distractions while studying. A simple story. Imagine a woman named Sarah. Every week, her coworkers asked her to do extra tasks. She always smiled and said, "Sure, I'll do it." Soon, she worked late every evening. She had no time for her family, no time to exercise, and no time to improve her own skills. One day, she started asking one simple question. Is this my responsibility? If the answer was no, she politely declined. She didn't lose people's respect. Instead, people respected her time even more. How to say no politely. You don't need to be rude. You can simply say, "Thank you for asking, but I can't commit right now." Or, "I appreciate the opportunity, but I need to focus on my current priorities." Being kind and protecting your time can happen at the same time. Connect this to English learning. Many learners collect too many books, too many apps, and too many courses. Instead of finishing one, they keep starting another. An essentialist learner chooses one good resource, finishes it, and only then moves to the next. Less confusion means faster progress. Mini summary. Today's lesson is powerful. You don't need to accept every opportunity. Protect your time.
protect your energy, protect your attention. Because every time you remove something unnecessary, you create space for something meaningful. And sometimes, the most successful word you can say is simply no. Final part, Essentialism by Greg McKeown. Congratulations! If you've listened from the beginning until now, you've done something very valuable. You've practiced your English, and you've learned one of the most powerful ideas about living a better life. Now, before we finish, let's take a moment to remember everything we learned together. Lesson 1. Essentialism means less, but better. Don't try to do everything. Choose what truly matters and give it your best effort. Lesson 2. Don't live like a non-essentialist. You don't have to say yes to every opportunity. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Focus always beats busyness. Lesson 3. Protect your power to choose. Every decision shapes your future. When you make better choices, you build a better life. Small choices made every day create extraordinary results over time. Lesson 5. Learn to eliminate the unnecessary. Protect your time. Protect your energy. And don't be afraid to say no when something doesn't match your priorities. Sometimes one small no creates a much bigger yes for your future. The biggest message of this book. If you remember only one idea from today's episode, remember this. Success is not about doing more. Success is about doing the right things. Let me say that again. Success is not about doing more. Success is about doing the right things. When you focus on what is truly essential, your work becomes better. Your relationships become stronger. Your mind becomes calmer, and your life becomes more meaningful. My friends, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope this episode helped you not only improve your English listening skills, but also inspired you to think differently about your life. If you enjoyed this episode, please support the channel by liking this video, subscribing,